ladies and gentlemen. What do I look like? Buckaroo Banzai? The energy is weird. That is true. Although, that is up to your own perspective and perception. And from my area angle, yeah, everything's weird. You got Pluto retrograde. And then you got Jupiter retrograde. And now you got Saturn retrograde. And I don't know if you ever heard about Saturn. There are a lot of tales out there that people tell. And they've been telling for a long time. True story. Asterisk. And so, Saturn just went retrograde. So things are crazy. Strange. Weird. So I might be a bit off. And if me being off triggers you, well then if you love to be triggered, come on down, bucko. What I'm talking about now is the weird ass weather I'm staring in the face. And remember, I've been doing this for like 6 years straight. So I kind of have cabin fever with weather and people. So, if I say anything, oh my god, it looks like 3 giant flying shrimp with dragon wings, that offends you or isn't up to your scientific standards, be sure and hit that down thumbs button and GTFO, unless you want to hang out and complain in the chat box. All right. So it is the end of April. Were you fooled? By what? I don't know. Okay, so we're definitely looking at volcano action upticks possible across the world and even in our own backyard or in the oceans that surround our backyards. So yeah, we got a bunch of storms popping up, and if you notice, they're all popping up at the same time. And as we're watching this, if you've been watching with me for a long time, or even a medium amount of time, you know that we get a pulse where the weather goes in pulses. It's almost like a heartbeat. Go ahead and sing a song at home if you want to now, with heartbeat in the lyric. You know, corazon is the Spanish word for heart, but I don't know the Spanish word for heartbeat. All right, let me try and load some good information in the front, and then I can do whatever type of ramble fest goes on. Because I think I tweeted out, but all I'm saying is look at that, dude. That is weird and wild. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4 major areas. They're popping up with severe weather possible. That is just bizarre. And the two are coming together like Voltron. Yep. So yeah. If you wanted to watch that shit. Plus, we got tornadoes breaking out over West Texas. We have possible tornadic activity because the atmosphere's been tearing shit up, wave after wave after wave. What was it talking about? Oh yeah, and so we still got snow. So I got a question, because there are always the people when you're like, oh man, it's snowing in late April, and there are people like, it always snows in late April. So what month are those people not allowed to get to say that? Like if we're in July and it's snowing in South Dakota, I mean, is it normal to snow? People are going to be like, it always snows in July. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's because the energy's weird. If you just tuned in, yeah, the energy's weird. We got major storms. Look at that. That is like 46% of the United States covered by rain tomorrow. And maybe I exaggerated a little. See, here's the deal, man. I'm a poet and a screenwriter. So I'm not going to lie to you. But at times I may exaggerate. I'm just telling you the truth. So there, I exaggerated. That's probably about 38%. Wouldn't you say? I don't know. You're probably better at math than I am. All right. I have proven one of the most important science theories in modern history, and it affects each and every one of us. It's true. All right. So when you get all your major planets on the same side, and all your gas giants especially on the same side, this includes Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, although Pluto's not a gas giant, asterisk, Uranus, Eris, they're all like over there. It's like everything is all over on that side. It's like if you're on a basketball court everybody, the majority of your biggest players would be way over there. And then all your little, you had like your infants over here, where they're like the infant planets. And so, the more and more I research this shit, I have found that the biggest earthquakes and storms and volcano eruptions come when all the gas giants are on the same side and Saturn and Jupiter are really close. Now I'm trying to nail down the exact points of when it affects Earth the most, but I think I'm getting close to it. Case in point, during this, I may do a whole other video talking about what I'm about to tell you about now, just for my own records, but what are we at? I hope you guys can hear me. Here we go. So, I looked it up. I was like, you know what? I'm giving up on romantic love for the rest of my life. So why don't I check out whatever the lowest pressure it was in a storm in America's history? And ding, the lowest non-tornadic atmospheric pressure ever measured was 870 HPA. Set on 12 October 1979 during Typhoon Just the Tip in the Western Pacific Ocean. The measurement was based on airplane reconnaissance radar or something like that, right? So, okay, 870, hell yeah, that is low. It's like 300 mile per hour hurricane winds or some shit. Okay, maybe not 300. Did I mention the exaggeration thing? But it's definitely like the type of hurricane wind that would put, or storm wind that would put a piece of bubble gum through your head like a bullet, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. And I'm also emotionally discombobulated because John Singleton, a great director, died today at age 51. And that's another great person from Generation X. And, man, we are getting fucking slaughtered. It's like the baby boomers and the millennials just agreed, like, how about this? Let's just get rid of the most talented Gen X's or just never really give them a voice. They're like, all right. So there's only a few of us left. God bless those who still stand. What's he talking about? All right. So right now we got 228 rivers flooding. Oh, yeah, I was proving my super scientific point. Or science like fibbing to you. Well, they don't know they're fibbing to you. All right. So guess what? 1979, October 12th. If you guessed all gas giants were on the same side, you are damn correct, and I taught you pretty damn well. Right? See that? And not only that, Earth was hanging out aligned with Eris, but not in the usual alignment that I go by. This is more of a catty corner alignment. And there's still some weird month out alignment I haven't figured out yet, because it's a lot of things. Anybody who thinks they have it all figured out is talking out of their ass and their mouth and their ears at the same time, and they're trying to tell you something that's not going to work perfectly, because nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows all the variables of all the factors and all the things. So here you go. Boom. Once again, I don't know how many times I've done this. Reinforced my own point about, yeah, gas giants on the same side. It matters. Is anybody even here? I'm going to guess yes, and then just keep rambling. Here we go. So, yeah, another lowest pressure in history. Tropical storm, just a tip. Was it just a tropical storm? That's crazy. It was like 870. Like I said, I hadn't invented the word hurricane yet or something. I don't know. So there you go. Another one where all the gas giants are on the same side and we get some crazy-ass weather. And so, yeah, that's where we're at like now. And so it's going to be crazy. All right, so let me go back to the stormy storm stuff. And if you're just joining us, hello. My name is whatever the hell you want to call me. And bitch be bonkers. What? Oh, yeah, I was watching some old movies and shit. I'm sort of kind of wigging out, not wigging out, but just the pressure of hurricane season is, oh yeah, we're now going to Twitter. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. We're going to Twitter, you and I, together. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh yeah, you ready for some backside lightning action? There you go. I don't usually remember seeing a bunch of lightning over here, but there you go. I'm not saying it's rare or abnormal. So over the next 7 days, there's a shit ton of rain in areas that are super flooded out already. And we get a giant volcano earthquake signal down by Chile. It looks like our near the New Zealand Orion moisture point is reloading for the big atmospheric river across the United States and Mexico up through Canada. I was looking for something. Oh, I was going to Twitter. Here we go. Dang it. What the hell? Everybody, look away for 4 seconds. Oh, I was in the wrong thing, wasn't I? Why are you fighting me? Oh, you're over here. Excellent. You people are fighting over vaccinations. All right. I'm going to run down this story. I'm going to chat real quick. I just want you guys to know that I love you. I'm just in a weird mood. Everybody here, can you hear me? Yeah, I'll answer questions without money. You can support me or not. I don't know. These are weird ass fucking times. And I think there is a 5% chance we could see, a city fall in the ocean in the next 3 months. Just like Mozambique got totally wiped out pretty much in Africa. There's a chance in the very near future we could have one of our cities totally fucking wiped out. And so I don't feel like I've done that great of a job, especially on uniting people. So yeah, if you don't want to help me keep Thor News up and running or whatever, that's fine. Still trying to answer your questions, but yeah, at this point I feel like I've totally failed because it's like everybody's like a bunch of just I don't know, politics. It's like, oh man, dude, you guys not even paying attention to this shit? All right, Zero Hedge Tyler Durden. Though I can't officially confirm that's the actual Tyler Durden. I do want to say in a metaphorical sense, it's like Tyler Durden is Wolverine, and then the other dude is Cyclops. I'm now lighting my cigarette. I'm going to count to 3. You can light yours in unison if you're fast. You can smoke them if you got them. Johnny, here we go. Damn it. Dang it. Shucks. It took my lighter 6 times to light. Is that good luck or bad luck? I know people used to say, A, white lighters are bad luck. That's just dumb. Where does that idea even come from? And B, if it takes you 3 times to light your cigarette, that's bad luck. That's dumb shit. Anytime you light your cigarette, that is good luck. Have you ever been without a lighter? Or matches? Have you had a cigarette?
Vento leste, Ilha Bela aqui.
Sudoeste bravo.
Sudoeste muito louco.
My computer fights me at times. It's a serious situation going on all over. And anytime the oceans start acting like a fat kid in a bathtub, or, fat kid jumping around. And I was a fat kid, so I'm not making fun of fat kids, okay? I'm just saying. Trying to draw a picture for you. Fat kids love cake. And if a fat kid is jumping around in a bathtub, the water's going to get real sloshy. And so when the oceans get sloshy, pay attention. Yeah, it would kill me now if I let you down. All right. This energy does have a different feel. I agree. And it's dance day. I love dancing and flight or surf. Like I said, dude, back in the day, the last crop of screenwriters and filmmakers was early 90s, where you could tell a story that wasn't advertiser friendly, and then Disney took over everything, and pretty much every story movie became advertiser friendly. Sam Lillo, just like YouTube, if you're going to make it past their barriers, you got to be super advertiser friendly, not really pissing off anybody. That's why I don't know why anyone in the truth community would ever fight each other, because they've got us all under lock and motherfucking key. Sam Lillo, not sure how my medium range severe weather predictions will end up panning out over the next week. But the flood threat is real. Yep, not only is it real, it's here. We have 228 rivers flooding. I have a feeling. Let's go actually check the mappy map. Where are we at? Jumping around. Black Crows. It's a good band. Remember rock and roll used to have that. Back before they, like, what was it? Code 66, Kurt Cobain and Lane Staley and Wes Chamberlain from the Smashing Pumpkins? Jimmy Chamberlain. But okay, so this is our storms that are moving out now. And are probably these areas. I know Pennsylvania's getting wet right now. These areas are getting wet as well. More snow moving in. More snow moving in over here. Up Colorado. The Four Corners down here. What do we call this? The hump? The dunce corner? I don't know. I don't mean. All right. So yeah, this is going to turn into something bigger and fill out over the middle. What was I watching? Okay. See, I haven't even made it past, 2 stories? Get it in gear. All right. So yeah, the flood threat is real. And we have another storm that'll be moving in. Now, the Carreno, esta noche, tendremos aguaceros desperos travelers del norte de Texas. Okay. Because we got a serious situation going on in Texas right now. I'm going to read it English style. Tonight, we'll have scattered downpours across North Texas. The area that could see some heavy thunderstorms during the night would be to the northwest of the Metroplex, including Bowie, Jacksboro, and Graham. Don't miss her forecast at Univision Dallas, at Lulu News. Do you know, like back in 1990, I used to watch Univision religiously. They had a show called Fuera de Serie with, what's her face? Sofia Vergara. Yeah, or Viagra on, was it Viagra on high heels? What the old school nickname? That would probably be toxic masculinity these days, but definitely, I figured out at age 18, just, from the little show she was on, I was like, wow, that woman has got it. And she definitely has it. Okay, Gig'em. Arya Stark's blade used in Game of Thrones battle resides at Texas A&M. That's not really a spoiler, bro. Calm down. All I'm saying, we knew that Arya was going to use a blade and that she was going to be in a battle. So yeah, Gig'em. Imogen Sprites Rojos Sobre Una Tormenta in Arkansas or Kansas. So there you go. If these guys are Norwegians, we're okay. We're in much better shape than people believe. And they keep getting bigger, so it's like they're caught in some type of dimensional slow time as they come towards us. And this guy, Chris Carrollton, I don't understand this. I was in the woods yesterday, and Falmouth, and everything was absolutely saturated. How is there a threat of a fire? Because this dude was talking about it's unusual to make it through March and most of April with very low fire danger in Maine. Only recently has it jumped to very high. And so the guy was just saying, but now it jumped to high, and he's like, how did it get to high? It was just wet. And I was saying, volcanoes? Because they have volcanoes there in the ocean. They're called seamounts by New England. Weak above Anvil Circus Plume. Yeah, it's the storm over West Texas that just blew up a little while ago. Looks pretty nasty. And so it blew up by Lubbock, Midland. I'll get to it in a second. Dr. Jim Fox. Tuesday will bring a chance for rain back to southeast Texas. And today is Monday, I believe. And the Houston area, but the severe weather will remain well to the north. Showers will remain in our forecast for the rest of the week. So it will be a bit more on the soggy side. Well, wonderful. No, not wonderful. So yeah, I would pay attention because the atmosphere has been wrecking shop. And I do believe even the 3-minute warning you would get, like, there's a tornado headed your way. Then you can get your mattress ready. You should have your place picked out where you would go. And then I would recommend saying a prayer. Fraser Crane. Wait, Fraser Kane. I probably said that because I've been watching Cheers today, earlier. from the universe today with a badass story that I will hopefully cover later in its own entirety, edited and all. A strange ice, and I should do the asteroid one as well, edited. That way I can just tell jokes the whole fucking time. But cut down on my cussing. Okay, I'm relighting my cigarette. A strange ice feature wraps halfway around Titan. Yeah, because what happens on the sun affects all the planets in the solar system. And when all the planets are on the same side, I'm pretty sure that affects the sun. The sun is the juggler of the planets. Brought to us by the wonderful Gregory Poole 191. It begins. I was just asking earlier today, like, excuse me, Mr. Lanza and Jet Weirding Group. I know that the GFS spins up a lot of fake hurricanes before hurricane season starts, which I have a lot of fun with because A, it shows us patterns, B, it shows how ready we are to prepare, and C, you literally don't know when it's the real one, asterisk, and then or when it's just these fake ones. And it's just weird that they do it, that it does it every year, and everybody's okay with it. Like for like a month, it'll just show hurricanes coming and hitting all the United States, but they never will. And so like nobody talks about it except for me. I'm like, all right, but this could be one that doesn't hit, but it's good to pay attention because a lot of times the past they show us eventually show up later in the season as real hurricanes. It's called pattern recognition and shit, bro. All right, it begins. So thanks, G. R-E-G. Yeah, that's 984, and that thing would just be getting going. But though, would it go north? Would it go west? Would it curve around and hit Virginia? Who knows, man? Gulf hurricanes are like comets, which are like dirty dragon cat snowballs. You never know what they're going to do. So yeah, two guys with amazing perspectives that had that generation like X appeal, or like don't tap in, don't become part of the matrix. Understand the corporations run everything. They're gone. Man, they're totally gone. It makes me sad. And surprised I'm still here. Anyway, Boys in the Hood is one of the best movies I've ever seen. The movie he made with Janet Jackson, and I've seen the majority of some of his stuff. Was it Devil in a Red Dress with Denzel? Anyway, he was great. Boys in the Hood, really fantastic movie that makes you cry like a baby at the end. And all the real rebels are always anti-war. Look at that. There you go. Lift off West Texas. It's actually 2 hours ago. No matter what I do, I can't get my Twitter time correct. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm having computer problems. Since majorly since October. Oh yeah. Someone said, I enjoyed last night's Game of Thrones, but now I'm kind of over it. Why is Cersei a bigger baddie than the Night King? And I was like, wait, why are women more dangerous than death? Are you bitches asking this question? Maybe back off on the documentary Cheese Whiz and live a little. Yeah, dude. I don't know if you know this. Women can be more dangerous than death. And the guy was a documentary filmmaker. So to watch this show and then start picking plot holes before the whole thing is even over, I guess that's why the guy's a documentary filmmaker, because he doesn't necessarily understand 3-act narrative fictionally that well. Because in a documentary, all you're trying to do is get as much drama out of it. Like, I went to I went to film school twice. Took classes on cinema verite and shit, man. And so yeah, documentaries are just like get a bunch of drama, as much just drama as possible. It doesn't have necessarily have to have a character arc, although it helps. Our atmosphere is just waves on waves on waves. Hey, Dakota Smith, the weather Dak, and Stu Ostro, I couldn't agree more. Today's view over Virginia. And I think that was the one we just saw over here. No, that was Titan. Okay. Let's look at his gift then. Yep. Wave after wave after wave. Ooh, look at the V in there. I would say that looks like a vagina, but I've given up on romantic love. So, I don't know. It just looks like a V. Okay. Supercell in Los Cilios de Bushland, Texas. That thing's mothership or a fathership spaceship cloud. Call it what you want to. That thing's crazy looking. And you know what? Operation Blue Balls Beam is real. It's a true story. For like 15 years, there were all these crazy conspiracy theories like, dude, one day, Operation Blue Beam, you're going to look up in the sky, it is going to look like aliens are going to attack you. And then everybody's going to freak out, and then they're going to put microchips in everybody, and then boom, you're going to be under mind control. For like 15 years. Like all these fucking crazy Operation Blue Balls Beam. Well, not the blue balls part. I threw that in. It's a personal inside joke. I'm sure you can figure out. But I'm saying, like, everyone's like, dude, Operation Blue Beam, they're going to show Jesus in the sky. No, it's going to look more like Ganesh. And then everyone's going to freak out because they're going to pump drugs through the air. And then they're going to microchip us. And then everyone's going to be under martial law in your mind. There's always the, like, okay, here's how they're going to blue beam us. And it was, okay, man, like, so I just, the whole blue beam thing, it makes me laugh. Sorry if I take your serious conspiracies and turn them into comedic stories. Hey, just the other day I was saying, man, wouldn't the world be different if cats smoked? And then does a cat smoke a joint like this? Probably I would go with B or A, or who knows, man. Hopefully I'd be getting so high with that cat I wonder what was taking over in my imagination. And it is triple karma season with Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto retrograde. And man, you don't have to believe in karma. You don't have to believe in retrograde. You don't have to believe in planets. You don't have to believe in vibrations. Just pointing it out. And I do want to say that statistically, I agree. The odds of me being the anointed one are very, very low. Han Solo would say, don't ever tell me the odds. And then I would say, the odds of me never telling you the odds are probably 0%, Han. And then some robot chick who was programmed to act like a female would call me an idiot. That was a Avengers Endgame joke. You probably didn't get it, though. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, I was just saying, their whole team is checking in because, it was almost rent for me. And so, do I make it this month? Yeah, probably. Probably. Hell, I might even make it to LeakCon. Who knows, though, man? This is weird. And no. I don't feel doomed, so I'm probably doomed. I'm not going to underestimate them because they get more focused and more creative each time. And I've literally needed a miracle to save me 3 out of the 8 last months. So thank y'all very much every single time. All the prayers, everything. This has almost been like not only a spiritual war, but like a analog bricks and mortar guns and butter war, man. What about Nymeria? I know Ghost just showed up. Like, boom, hey, I'm back. I was cool with that. But what about Nymeria? When's Nymeria come back? That's what I want to know. I'm having a brand moment. So hopefully I'll be able to poop later. No, it's Game of Thrones. Where I just kind of, it all makes sense, but none of it makes sense. But I can kind of see the future and I kind of see the past. Who knows? I was doing good until Saturn retrograde. Yeah, now it's like, man, I'm all screwed up. And I've given up on ladies. Why? Because A, this is a wasteland now. And B, just like Interpol said in their song, women, you have no self-control and you're known for insatiable needs. Those are lyrics from a wonderful song, Pace is the Trick. I've been listening to Interpol and Strokes all day long. Oh, does y'all squad like your odds for May? And apparently they They got a wild card. So I'm hoping this month will have a lot more comedy than drama in the soap opera. I'm definitely not betting any pennies on romance. 2019 is about as romantic as an elephant fart. This would be a game changer. See, a bill that would crack down on anonymous shell companies used for tax evasion and money laundering may advance soon but faces obstacles. The bill would require corporations and LLCs to disclose to the Treasury the names of beneficial owners. I understand this subject extremely well. Asterisk. Like, you guys just have no fucking clue. Most of the people out there, like, unless you have more than $1 million, you have no fucking clue, man. If you actually knew how the tax, the tax code is like 100,000 pages. If you knew how that shit was structured, if you knew how bad the average Joe was getting ripped off every single fucking day, I guarantee you'd have got behind me 6 years ago and really not put any more thought into politicians coming to save the motherfucking day. All right, Elon Musk today tweeted, this is to get us ready for hurricane season. He must be really worried about it too. Maybe we could just flamethrow those motherfuckers. Oh no, that would only make the hurricanes more intense. If a meme is dank, a man is not only right to steal it, he's obligated to do so. And so he's got the picture of Alexander Hamilton off the dollar. To me, this kind of feels like it's some weird flex. Like, if your girl's dank enough, I'll come in and steal her. And I'm like, Iron Man, you're not supposed to be that phase to post MCU for like 7 more years. You're way ahead schedule. During the Russia investigation, I often wondered why our politics would be like now if we had all those indictments, trials, reports, etc. from a Mueller-level inquiry, but only for the financial industry after the crash. And this all came because today Chase Bank tweeted out, why is my bank balance so low? Bank account, make coffee at home. Bank account, eat the food that's already in the fridge. Bank account, you don't need a cab, it's only 3 blocks. I guess we'll never know. Bank account, seriously? And so that was the bank telling you ways you could save money. And then a lot of people point out the irony of that, like, the banks needed to be handed $16 trillion. Technically, it was only $4 trillion, but they leveraged it up in the 2008 financial crisis. So it was pretty much the guys who needed a bank, like a literal bailout. And then they needed 0% interest rates because they had to borrow money at no interest, where like yours can be up to 15%. And then the same guys that our president just did a big tax cut for all the big banks and all the major corporations. They got first thing they did when he got in office, like, boom, you guys deserve more. This is, how we're going to defeat the deep state? We're going to choke them with cash. We're going to give them cash until the deep state gets full or whatever. I don't even know how you guys buy this crap, Okay, so yeah, so that's the whole thing when people are like, Hillary. I'm like, motherfucker, where were you during the 2008 crisis? Like, no one went to jail. They literally, this is where, like, they stole our country. They stole our future. And nobody paid attention. It's kind of, I don't know. It's like people didn't wake up to, like, maybe we should fix stuff and get people in trouble until, like, till Benghazi. And it was like, oh, Benghazi was worse than the fucking 2008 crisis. I think one day they figured out that it caused, like, 300,000 Americans to commit suicide during that. Like, the suicide upticks during that were huge. Anyway. But it's kind of like YouTube or the movies or where, if you buck up against one of the two positions your government and the corporations give you, then you don't live very long. That's why I'm like, how the fuck am I still here? And most people, maybe it's a soap opera factor. Maybe it's the fact that every once in a while I'm funny. Who knows? Oh, I don't want to get to that when I'm in trouble. Yeah, he was showing back in 2006 when Google purchased Check this out. Google purchased YouTube for only $1.65 billion. And so he was posting like, this is just for 1/4 of Google's revenue. And so whoever sold that company, remember, it's like just like when George Lucas sold Star Wars. It's kind of like when the mafia shows up at your house and it's like, all right, we're going to give you 2 options. And so a deal you can't refuse. And so remember, was it 12, 13 years ago? I guess they sold it in, it was 2006. So 13 years later, I mean, YouTube is raking in. So what I'm trying to say here is they sold like a $200 billion company for $1.5 billion 10 years ago. That's crazy. Just like George Lucas sold Star Wars when he had enough money. Anyway, as I'm talking about, and that's why I'm kind of saucy today, because another one of our Generation X greats died. John Singleton, Boys in the Hood, one of my favorite films of all time. Just a really great movie. But this one, Boys in the Hood, it's called Gentrification. Boys in the Hood was full of brilliant scenes, but this one was with a father teaching his son and the best friend about gentrification right on the street corner. Stands out. Nothing like it before or since. If you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend it. It is fantastic. Heroes in crisis? Well, at least heroes exist still in fiction. And hey, I'm a hero. Are you a hero too? If not, you can always cosplay. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of old films because the government used to talk about earthquakes all the time. Have warnings and stuff and remind people that earth shakes. And happy birthday, Willie Nelson. Happy birthday, dude. I would let you be president of the United States tomorrow. Or King of Texas. You are the King of Texas. We're all kings of Texas. Judge Reinhold, true that. I hope he lived. Wait a minute. Area of refuge. Okay. That was, I don't know. It's in my, okay. Randall from Randall's Animals. He's juggling badgers. Modern romance is like the bug room. You guys X-Men fans? Sometimes Sky would end up in the bug room. I was like, hell, that place does not look fun. But it probably smells better than my apartment right now. Well, that's fine. It's a representation of the spiritual warfare we're knee-deep in. All right, I think I made it through my presentation. And yeah, I'm tactical as fuck. Vincent D'Onofrio. Genius is fleeting. Only a weatherman knows which way the wind blows. What if the weatherman is a genius? Yeah, I think that's a Bob Dylan lyric. May or may not be. All right. So now I'm going to check y'all's wonderful questions. I'm going to leave up some cool graphic. That'll work. Well, thank you, Obi-Wan. Hell yeah, $5. And from a Jedi, no less. That's super cool. Oh, hey, there are people here. Okay. Oh, I too love cake. What is up? Groot's Alter Groot with quantumness? Show. Capricorn at Spitballs. I mean, everything's in Capricorn. Hold on a second. Why don't I not know? Planets. Oh, here we go. There's so much shit in. Oh, it's in Aries. I am a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini. Which means I'm like the most balanced warrior poet of all time. Although you can fill in your own words for stuff. Am I right? Crap, I just fucked everything up. I'm sorry I'm cussing. Oh yeah, with the death of John Singleton, this is now in like a wake funeral setting, so I know a lot of people have their own rules about stuff, but my cussing tends to go up when people I will miss that are gone are gone. Look at that. There's a fuck ton in Aries, man. Oh, the moon's in Pisces. I knew it had a Pisces feel to it today. So you put a Pisces moon feel on top of Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto retrograde. That's why I'm like, so, you know what I'm saying? And look at all that. Aries is war. So you got Eris, which is like triple war. It's like deception war. Mercury, the messenger. Venus, that explains it. This explains why I gave up on romantic love today. Especially after the last 8 years of women just kicking the fucking shit out of men. For like a decade. Online. Passive aggressively. Like, all men are horrible. Women are perfect. We're going to fuck your best friend, and you made us do it. That type of shit. You know? So I'm just like, yeah, fuck this, man. I'm not MGTOW, because that sounds weird. I'm just like, yeah, you know. Romantic love. Just another corporate. I mean, it worked before, but not post smartphone, man. I don't expect anybody to be faithful post smartphone. Maybe people are banging their nasties just to get likes on Twitter and Instagram. You know, maybe to have sex anymore, you have to have 10,000 followers on a particular platform. And I could have sex if I want to. I'm just really picky. I'm trying to find my equal. Do you know how hard that is? All right. So here you go. You got Chiron, the healer. Good luck, buddy. Venus and Mercury. So, yeah. People be like, that shit ain't real. And I'm like, you know what? Carbon is not real. Well, it is real, but it's not like, they're not like they say it's like an element. It's like there's water, there's fire, there's air, there's earth, and there's carbon. Why is it so hot? Because fire's everywhere. That makes sense. Why is it so hot? Because carbon's everywhere. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I just proved my shit here, man. I don't know how many times, every single time, every big earthquake and volcano that erupted in the United States came when these motherfuckers were over here. Although this is not the geocentric. Now I'm just acting up. And the quietest revolution said, don't push it. Okay, so I'll try not to. Let me go back to questions. Hell yeah. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Noodles, Capricorn, and Spitballs. All right. Can we cut down on the sexual innuendos on the day that I've given up on romantic love and sex? Okay, great. What up, JJ James, TNT, see you in Denver. Yeah, I hope so. I don't feel like as a planetary defense commander, I feel like I'm doing a shitty job and we're getting our ass fucking kicked and handed to us. I mean, that city that got wiped out in Africa is like, that's 35,000 homes destroyed, man. Like, if that shit happens this hurricane season to one of our major cities, it's a big fail. So, like, I'm sort of joking that, man, I might quit being planetary defense commander right after LeakCon. Just because this hurricane season is starting to feel so bad, I don't want to be the motherfucker that said it was my job to get everybody together and get everybody prepared. It's like if I quit right before hurricane season, then I don't have to deal with as much of the blame. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. And, yeah, okay. So, but, okay, well, let's go back to the funnier shit. Jackalope infused twisters in the Deep South. Like I've said, if you look at this, man, Earth is lit, and it's unstable everywhere. What up, Daron? More. David? Snow will start. You know, I would cut all weathermen a lot of slack because they're caught in catch 22. Like, they can't tell y'all that, holy shit, the atmosphere and the situation is so unstable that we really can't give you guys super accurate forecasts like we used to. They can't tell people that. So you get guys like me that can tell you that. And so you got to cut them some slack because they're doing the best they can with what they're allowed to. There are a lot of scientists who know what's coming. They're just not allowed to tell you. And so that's the truth. So like this. Remember, this whole chain is a volcano island. All right? So when I'm saying we're on a high alert for like this volcano range, that volcano, for the next 2 years, And we're seeing a lot of this type of activity in that range. I mean, that some of this could literally be volcanic activity, whether it be air out of the vents. It doesn't have to be lava. It can be steam. It can be ash. It's not like they have a bunch of cameras around these volcanoes watching them 24/7. Our volcano science budget is in the shitter. All right, I gotta perk up. I'm supposed to be Mr. Hell yeah, optimistic, but it is kind of like John Singleton's funeral wake day. So, what happened to someone's bones.com? Yeah, I don't even know. You may want to consult channels that specialize in that. But I did know the other day, between like 2013 to 2018, I got a shit ton of death threats. But they kind of fell off this year. And after your 100th death threat, then it's just, I don't want to get cocky, but, a lot of people talk a lot of shit. That's all I can say. A lot of people don't do their due diligence. If you're going to try and kill somebody, you better do some recon. You better get your information properly. All right. But I recommend, Earth giving up violence. Stop the chain. Break the wheel, kind of Game of Thrones. Crazy winds in my area, Arizona. Like I said, the atmosphere's, look at this thing. Like the whole, this is impressive. Remember, like the last 5-6 years, all I do is been staring at this shit. And to have, this whole thing is going to light up and then move east. Like watch it fill out. Like it's filling out now during this pulse. And so this whole thing is going to create like a giant wall of wind and rain. But then look how fast that's what got me. That's why I put in the title like the weather's wild, because that shit is moving fast and it's growing fast. Although this seems a lot more stationary than up here. And so this overall situation with what I'm calling for now, it'll become one, but 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 storm quadrants going on, and this is right over the volcano area, looking kind of volcano-y. So I don't know. Talking about whosebones.com, 5,000 people died in Puerto Rico. What did they do with all those bodies? It's a crazy time, man. And nihilists think it's funny until they're deep in the shit. And they're like, oh my God, I feel pain too. I like food. Shit like that. What is up, Dagger Spells? Groot's after Groot. Yeah, I don't know. I wish Groot would have got more time. And then, I don't know. I didn't like Avengers Endgame, by the way. Planetary Defense Commander. I'm like the only person. No, not everybody loved it. I was like, no, I didn't like it at all. Planetary Defense Commander. I believe that they got a bunch of shit going on in our upper atmosphere there. Their optic capabilities, they got a lot. They're moving a lot of stuff up there. There's, especially in the ocean. I went down to the ocean, got to hang out with a Viking Marine and a Hopi warrior princess at the ocean. And yeah, dude, they got so much stuff we don't know about. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they're gonna farm our planet. And maybe by getting everyone to concentrate on politics, that's what spices up our souls for when they eat us. Yeah, it's all creepy shit, man. Like I said, I gave up on romantic romance. It was part of what makes the human meat saltier to the aliens when they eat us, I guess. And so, woohoo. So let's just try and enjoy the total failure. Isaiah 4:5. Wait, no. Righteous come down, O heavens, from on high, and let the sky send down like rain. Let the earth be open and give the fruit of salvation. I'm already saved, though. I could die today. Like the 3 times I thought I was going to die over the last 7 months, I was open arms. Like, I can't wait to meet you, God. And all the great people I've lost before. I know my karma's good with the Lord and the universe. I went out like a champion. Although I did think about women's butts a lot, and their faces and their mouths and their hips and their napes and their boobs and their tits and their nipples and their thighs and stuff, and their feet and their legs and their back of their neck, the front of their neck, under the chin. Yeah. So Jesus said, if you think of a woman and then think sexual thoughts. It's like I forget his line but it was very gruesome. And it's like, oh crap, I've now committed so many sins because there are so many just gorgeous ladies on this planet. There really are. Okay. I went to my freshman year and went to Wichita Falls, played football at Midwestern State. We had 3-a-day football practices there. Yeah, it was hot. People call it the armpit of Texas. I thought that was rude. I love Wichita Falls. I'll send you some chill, bro. That sounds good, but I think the only type of chill that would calm me down, I don't even know anymore. What's up with church in your area? Are you safe? Man, Mike Taylor is like a weeble wobble. He's like, Asteroid Fight Club Supreme. He might take some bangs and bruises, but that motherfucker's getting back up. I heard he punched a tornado like a month ago or two. I might have embellished that a little for dramatic, funny purposes. I've been scared of digital lately. Man, I just pray. Experimental elemental. Hit by tornado earlier this morning. See, but he's alive. He lived. We're glad to have him. How is Wyoming for weather? I'm thinking about moving there. This area is going to be... I think everyone's going to be undergoing weird weather, but it's the really scary stuff depending on how bad this next 6 years is going to get. You know what is weird? All the Edgar Cayce maps, they always show the ocean coming in all the way up to the Rockies, and I don't agree with that. I don't think it would go that far. But I think when you get to shit like that happening, nobody really knows. And it's not like Edgar Cayce sketched that shit out like he was John Byrne or John Romita Jr. or Rob Liefeld or pick an artist of your. Tossed in a buck, asked Thor question. Oh, that was forever ago. Let me go back over here. Whoa. Thank you again, Obi-Wan. I'm going to use quantum time to go back so you never get killed. You never die, Obi. All right. What, do I look like a funky white boy? Play some funky music, white boy. Thank you for your diligence on this crazy weather. Hey, you're welcome. Like I said, when I grow up, I wanted to be a superhero. And be careful what you wish for, kids. Well, look at that thing blowing up over West Texas. That looks bad. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. Four babes in the making. I don't even know what that means. Meaning like you're having triplets? That sounds cool. We have the power. Jay Chartidi. Wait, it's Mother's Day? Fuck. My mom was like, I wish I had a more successful son. I was like, thanks. I guess my coverage on Florida last year was not very good. I'll try and improve it this year, Mom. All right. Also, boo to you, romantic love. Yeah, that's crazy shit right there. That's the wildest overall atmospheric stuff I've seen happening. I mean, it's not crazy in the rain, but it's the wind that I'm worried about. Yeah, and I don't remember the models drawing this thing up and then keeping it there. Oh, yeah. Did I mention we're our first possible potential GFS model hurricane on the board? There we go. So that would be May 15th. Could go left, could go right, could go north. It could just be a total mirage of the GFS. That would be most professional meteorologist opinion guess. But we'll keep watching it, won't we? All right, y'all. This has been fucking fun. Being fucking Planetary Defense Commander. As my Generation X men get fucking slaughtered. Like in Avengers, with like, life has to pay for death. No, dude. Live and let live, motherfucker. No, that's what they sell everybody. Blood magic. So yeah, I guess the baby boomers and the millennials have agreed to fucking slaughter us, Generation X, and keep all the rewards. Wonderful. So may you rest in peace, John Singleton, and the whole crop of 90s filmmakers before Disney took over everything. So it's now like a Disney, Google, Hearst Media world. Make corporate Earth great again. All right. God bless everybody. I'll cheer up. This is sort of like a wake. I guess you should start drinking, pour some beer out for Gen X. But I love you guys. Stay cool.